everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're reviewing the Ford F-350 Platinum Plus. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Ford here in Provo for giving me some time with this truck. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for John Jenks. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood of the Ford is a 6.7 liter turbo diesel V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. This is the high output, so it puts out 500 horsepower and then 1,200 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Cab lights there at the very top with the truck, Super Duty stamped into the hood here. And then we've got the signature giant C-shape headlights. Lots of brushed trim here on the front end with the Platinum Plus. Giant fog lights down below. Everything's giant on this truck, by the way. Tow hooks. Big old air dam as well. You can remove that if you want. Definitely make the truck look a whole lot better, but supposed to help out with fuel economy. Tire wheel setup is 275 by 65 by 20. Pretty fancy wheels with the silver and the chrome trim. We've got coil sprung suspension up front. Still have a solid front axle, by the way. Just has a regular Platinum logo there on the side. And then 6.7L power stroke with the red to signify it's the high output. Got the big old trailer tow mirrors with the chrome trim. Brushed finish with the door handles. Power side steps here. We've got the bedside step as well. And then truck is leaf sprung there in the rear with the solid rear axle. Here's the side profile with the truck. When it comes to the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function, remote start, tailgate drop down. We got the Ford logo there on the back as well. And we'll pop her down. So notice we do have a tailgate step built in. We've got LED lights here in the bed. We have an outlet here in the bed as well. No bed liner though. $100,000 truck. No bed liner. Go figure, Ford. But then tailgate is power up, so all you have to do is just look for this little button right there. Oh, wrong way. It's underneath. There we go. And then you press that and that'll pop it right up. There's a quick look at the taillights. You can see Platinum there. And then we've got the little bumper step there in the rear as well. And putting it all together, I mean, you can tell it's something fancy. This leads us inside where really nice trim. This is where the Platinum Plus starts, pretty much. So nice trim up top. Look at these seats here. And very fancy looking. Plenty of legroom. You still get the under seat storage, by the way. Heated seats here for the back passengers. USB ports as well. But the fanciness has started. Then popping up front, the fanciness continues. So again, we've got all that cross stitching across. Blind spot running with the mirrors, by the way. The mirrors also power extend out, and this little function here, power folds them in. Memory seats, front two windows are automatic up and down. For those of you wondering, this truck can tow about 24,000, has 3,996 pounds of payload. And then this has the full recline seats, so that's why it's got that little dorky thing up top. But perforated with the stitching, it's nice. Power adjustments here on the side, another little Platinum plaque there. Power adjustable pedals, got your light controls. Steering wheel is also power adjustable. And let's pop her on. Bada bing, bada boom. So the Ford logo is a little bit different, and then you can see Platinum there at the bottom, and then we've got controls for the center there on the one side, adaptive cruise control on the other side. Nice trim around the steering wheel, by the way. And then we've got a regular turn signal windshield wiper stalk, column shifter there, and it does have a manual function. That's what that M is for, and the plus and minus buttons. Full digital gauge cluster here in the center as well. It's customizable in terms of the information you can display here. It'll also show you the drive modes as you go through them. So it's a very user-friendly system. And I guess while we're on the topic of digital, we do have a heads-up display. 360 camera system with this, good resolution throughout. And then as for the infotainment system, it's horizontally opposed. For those of you wondering, with the massage seat function, just go to the seats tab there, and then that's how you can turn on the massage for the driver or the passenger. Shortcut bar there at the bottom with this. Diesel exhaust brake is up top, by the way, it's just a singular button. You've got your Pro trailer brake controls integrated, and then we have our drive line select. You notice that this has a two-wheel drive 2-speed transfer case, no 4-wheel auto, but it does have a selectable rear locker. We've got our analog controls for the radio, camera shortcut button there, dual zone climate controls, controls for the heated and ventilated seats and the heated steering wheel, a couple charging ports with a little actual outlet, double glove box with it, nice trim on the outside, and then you've got nice trim across the dash, a little bit fancier than the regular Platinum. Phone charging pad inside with some USB ports and some nice trim that covers that up. Stitching here and everything on the side, more storage. And this is kind of cool with the center console. But yeah, plenty of storage inside. And yeah, I think this is a nice place to rest your arm, I'd say. Regular rear view mirror. We've got auxiliary switches, fancier headliner with the Platinum Plus, and then we've got a panoramic sunroof. So 2025, and you'll note the diesel, almost 13 grand. But the Platinum Plus package is $6,500. You can see there. 103,140 is the total MSRP. And let's see how it performs. Well, we will start off in the Platinum Plus first. And one thing I will say is this little extension part of the seat that comes with the full recline seats in the Ford, absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. I understand the benefit, but absolutely, like, just when you're sitting upright, it feels awkward. Kind of like pushes you forward a little bit. Other than that, though, the seats are really comfortable. Seats are really comfortable. Now, Ford has worked some magic wizardry with the Super Duty. This has solid axles front and rear, and it drives car-like. It's really crazy. Like, it's still a big truck, so like you over bumps and everything, you feel it, but just with how easy this is to steer and how comfortable it is over the bumps, considering the fact that this is a heavy-duty truck with leaf springs in the back and solid axles front and rear, it is quite impressive. Now, this engine's not only smooth, but it is a power behemoth. It has more power than you know what to do with. Truly. It is very impressive. And it's just, the powertrain's super smooth with the transmission. There's no lag ever. It just always has torque. And I mean, you'd hope so. 1,200 pound-feet on the paper, right? I mean, look at this. Look at this, folks. It's struggling for traction. It is just a rocket ship of a truck. Truly an engineering marvel when it comes to power. But the thing that, again, the thing that I like about the Ford the most is just how smooth everything is. It's really easy to steer. Again, the steering's very light. For a diesel truck, it's pretty darn direct. And it's comfortable. When you go over the bumps, I feel it, but it feels nice and controlled. The truck doesn't feel like it's bouncing all over the place. It just stays nice and planted. And I think, yeah, definitely having a big V8 helps out with smoothing things out. And the transmission tuning is just great. This diesel's really hard to beat when it comes to performance. So smooth. So I really do think that Ford did a fantastic job with their Power Stroke. And this Platinum Plus, this replaces the Limited, right? Doesn't have the Limited name, but it has the Limited interior. And this one's pretty neutral with the colors. It's kind of like this, like, grayish brown. I think it's pretty good looking overall. It's definitely a nice place to be, if you ask me. They definitely did a good job. And you can see over that bump, like, that's where you feel the HD truck is when you go over bigger. The fact that it's an HD truck is when you go over bigger compression. I like how they did leather on stitching in the grab handle. That's cool. But yeah, this is a nice place to be. And so if you want to go all out with luxury in a Ford, this is the way to go.